Hi everyone, it's Bobby at the Paper Jungle. I have an album here that I have been putting together, and then I went away for a few days, and this is where I was at when I left. When I got back, I had several comments of people wanting me to show more tutorials on how I put things together. This one is already in the progress, but I've got enough left that I think you can see plenty from it. What I had done with the covers, let me move this aside. And there's my pocket for page 1. This is the cover, and what I did was I wrapped it with this black construction tape. It's 1/2 inch wide. I wrapped the 2 large pieces on 3 sides, and then across the top and the bottom of the spine. And then they're put together with a construction tape just wrapped around. And then I cut my papers and I made a little pocket on the front and back on the inside covers. And this is the outside, the front, and it's got 2 little tags, which I haven't finished that yet. I don't have my ribbon or anything in it. It just says Memorable Times. I fussy cut this out of the paper and put it on some black card. This is the spine, and this is the back. Sometimes the back's just kind of plain and kind of forgotten, and I thought, well, I'll decorate it up this time. So that's what I did with the back. And the paper pack is called, let me get it over here. It's by Kaisercraft, and it's called Bombay Sunset. So really pretty greens and pinks and all kinds of pretty things. It does have some foil papers in it too as well. There's a lot in this that wasn't in the 12 by 12, and I used the 12 by 12 primarily for this, but I haven't even touched the 6 by 6 or 6.5 by 6.5. I haven't even touched it yet, so I'll have enough to make another album with it. But this is what the front of the paper pad looked like. If you can, let me see if I can get this all in here. Yeah, there we go. Really pretty papers. And I have 2 of the sticker sheets, so I'm going to use those on a lot of the embellishments. Okay, here's the sticker sheets. It's got several borders in it. A lot of different things. I don't know how I ended up with 2 of them, but I did, so I'll have more than enough to embellish with. But what I wanted to show you mainly on these pages I have semi put together. There's going to be 5 pages in it. The base pages are, it's a pocket page, a side pocket page. This first piece is, let me get my measurements over here. Okay, this piece is 5.5 by 8. And this is going to be your hinge that is going to hinge down to the spine. I'm not going to have there's not going to be a hidden hinge or anything like that in there. Then this piece is 5.5 by 9, and it's scored 1/2 inch on 3 sides. And this will glue to this, and this will glue in here, leaving this open for your pocket. So I'll go ahead and do that. This is just something new I thought I would try. I've not done it. Well, I've done the hingeless before, but not exactly like this. So I thought, well, I'll give it a whirl and I'd show you guys. We'll learn together. If it works, it works. If it don't, nothing lost. We'll regroup and start again. But this is an album that I have no purpose for. It's not like a special birthday or anniversary. You know, you could use it for many occasions, but it's not a paper that is geared for any one particular thing. You could make it be whatever you want it to be. So we'll put these together. Got a little glue out there. Make sure the edges are down good. Is a little bit close on the edge, so I'm going to give it another burnish. And it looks like my edge isn't quite even right here, so I'm going to trim that with the scissors just a hair. That fixes that. Okay, now this, I've already cut my pieces, and I'll give you all the measurements on the in the description box. Let me see how I have these. See if I have the folder. Okay, so I should make it go this way so it matches all the other pages. So this will go back. This will be the front of page 1. Looks like it's not laying particularly flat. Get that out there. There we go. Okay, this will be my base, and I've went around all the edges with black soot distress ink. Just lightly touch the edges. And then these are 3 little pockets, 5 3/4 by 3, and I scored 1 inch on the long side. No, I scored 1 long side at a 1/2 inch and both short sides at a 1/2 inch. Can't even read my own writing. Okay, so this pocket will go on the bottom here, and each one of these, after you get it cut, you want to measure down 1 inch and just snip off the edges so that they slide up under. That way you don't get so many layers. So let's put this one down. Okay. I have to move this album cover out of the way here. So make sure we get it straight. Looks good. Let me move these pages up here, and we'll take this cover out of the way. So we'll burnish this real good. And if you use the baby wipes, save your dry ones, and if you have any glue that seeps out around the edges, the dry baby wipes, just pick it right up and they don't leave a big messy smear. Okay, now this is pocket 1. Look what I forgot to do. I didn't trim off the corner, and we do want to do that. Always want to snip this off to take out the bulk, so that when you fold your corners, it's not all stuck up in the air. Stick this down to that. Yep, didn't stick too good, but that's okay. We'll get her down. Put some more on that. Okay, and this is going to go right along the bottom. You know, and I've had some people comment that some videos take too long. You can always pause it and come back to it later when you have more time. You don't have to sit through the whole thing in one sitting. If you've got something you need to do, just stop the video and come back to it later. That's what I do. Okay, now this one is next, and all we're going to do is adhere these 2 little pieces. That way your pocket stays open all the way down. Oops. And it just slides up under there and matches up with this one, like so. And then the last one, and that makes your triple pocket. But the top one is open all the way to the bottom. So this is a little bit shorter, this is longer, and this one's even longer. And they just slide down under there. And there's that one. So there's that pocket. Now on the back side of this page, it is going to be, this is going to be the base, and And this is going to be another little pocket. Thought I had, oh. These are supposed to be a double pocket on this page, like that. And this is just going to be plain. Yeah. Okay. Have to remember what I plan to do. And this is going to go in. Actually, this should go on first because it's bigger. Yeah, I have done that. So I'm just going to put a little glue inside this, and it's just got a very small flap. But I didn't want it to be too terribly large and bulky, you know. And these are going to be pocket pages. After we get these pages all put in the book, then I'll pause it and I'll cut out all my inserts and embellishments, and we'll come back and finish that together. So about like so. And that one is 6.5 by 4 3/4, and it's just scored at a quarter on the long side. Okay. And this one will go up over. Although, you know, I don't know if I want that on there. I think I'll just put the green one on because I like it. I don't care for the brown so well. Okay, so this I wish I hadn't glued it on there, but I did. Let me think what I want to do. I don't want that on there anymore. I've changed my mind. Let me see if I can get this loose. I think I can. Let me try real quick. Yeah, I'm able to get it loose. All but one little place, and I think I can make it work. Okay, what I'm going to do is adhere it to this one. So let me put some more glue on it. And I'm going to tuck it up under there because I decided I didn't want the second one on there. So what I'm going to do is center this over the print like that. And I think I like that better. I wrinkled it a little bit, but it'll still oh, no, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work. The black got all goopy. Let me see if I can get that off. That is not working. I don't know why it did that. I've never had it do that before. Let me try it again. It's getting kind of messy. I'm not crazy about that. Scoot it back again. No, kids, I don't like that. I don't like it. We're going to have to fix it again. You're doing like you did all. Something to do with that black cardstock for some reason. I don't know why. I'm going to trim this off just a hair. Give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, I trimmed it down so now it measures 5.5. by 4.5. Let me, oops, I forgot that air conditioner. I meant to turn it off because it makes so much noise in the background. Okay, it's off. It gets kind of warm up here when the sun's beating on the windows. I turn that on in the daytime. Okay. That is this part. Let me trim this off just a hair too. Get rid of that black edge. And make it a little bit shorter, but at least it'll be right. Okay. So I'll have to go over it with the black as well. But at least it'll look nice. I don't want to make something and then not be happy with it, you know. If you're gonna give it away or sell it or whatever you're gonna do with it, you want to be proud to say, I made this. Okay, I think I'll just do it like so. And I'll put it down at the bottom so I can add an embellishment up here. Okay. See, there's always a way around any little mess up. You can fix them. Everything doesn't always go according to plan. Okay, that's better. Now we can adhere this down. I like to make sure it gets in the corner so I don't have any little edges popping up. Okay, let's put this down on here. I trimmed it off, but it didn't make it way too small. It passes. Make sure my ends are laying down good. Dust it off, make sure I don't have any messes. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. Okay, page 2 is just a plain photo mat, but I'll go back and embellish everything, and then I'll do a walkthrough with you and let you see the finished product. And that goes right there centered. And then this one is going to go on here this way. These are really nice double-sided papers. A little fuzzy paper in there. Okay, there's that. I like to get all my pages laid out, you know, cut the page bases and cut all my papers, get them laid out how I want them to be. And when you get ready to put it together, it's really easy. Okay, so this one is 4 1/4 by 7 and scored at a 1/2 inch, and then I just put a little piece here. I'm going to put black behind this one. Let me see if we'll put the glue on here. think I glued this down. Did I? No, I didn't. Let me put just a tiny bit of glue right here. So that'll be a tuck spot. And then that, try to keep my measurements together so when I post it, I can give you the right measurements. And that'll go on there. So we'll put glue on the inside of this tab. And get it positioned where I want it. About like so. Yeah. That makes me happy. Now we'll put the glue on this whole thing, and that's ready to go down on the base page. This is the art glitter glue that I get from Tammy Merrill at Country Craft Creations. I really like it. I'm sure there's plenty of people that have it, but the thing I like best about getting it from Tammy is she ships so fast. I mean, you can order on Monday or Tuesday, and by Thursday or Friday you've got it. So if you're running out of supplies and stuff, for me it's easier than driving all the way to town to get supplies because I have to go so far. So I can just order from her and know I'm going to have it for the weekend. Okay, there's that one, and the back side of this one's already glued down, so there's that one. That's 3 pages. This is page 4. Oop, my paper clip's kind of caught there. I don't want to tear my paper. Paper clip wanting to dig into it. I don't need that. Okay, this is going to just attach at the base here, so I can go ahead and put this one down. I love the aqua greenish color that's in this paper. It's so pretty. Okay, oops, glue on the outside edge. I don't want that. Okay, and we're going to put this one right here. I keep forgetting to check and see if I'm in frame. I hope I am. The idea is to show you guys, not be doing something you can't even see. Alright, where's my pen? It's wanting to plug up. And my little green pen. There it is. Let me get up in here. There we go. I like this fine tip too, but sometimes you have to run the little pin that comes with it through. I'm just going to go up a tiny bit on the sides, so whatever I tuck back there doesn't fall sideways and fall out. And that's going to go right there. It just says believe in yourself. So that's that one. And this is the last page. And I'll show you how I'm going to put them in the book, and then I'll come back with after I dig out all my embellishments and stuff, and show you how we're going to do that. This is just a tiny little pocket that's 6 by 4, and I use the Spellbinders. I don't know the name of it, but this is what it is. It's just a scallop, and on the outside pages, or the flaps, I left the bubble top, but on this I cut the bubbles off and just left the stitching showing. And I'll list which one it is in the description box, but I don't have it out here right now, so I can't really tell you. And I like this bottom flap on the outside. There, like that. So whatever you put down in it doesn't get caught on that flap. Okay, and this is going to go right along the bottom. Got some glue on my fingers. Okay. I almost put those down. I don't want to do that. These are 6 by 4. And then I cut this just a little bit smaller. And like I said, I cut off the bubble so that I could layer it over the top of this one. So those are going to be side flaps. Get it positioned where I want it. Like so. And there it is. And the other side. And these are scored at a 1/2 inch on the back so that I can make them side flaps. Oh, don't want to do the other side. I want it to be this one. Get it out to the edges. Okay, now I'll put this one down. Oh, that's not quite either. Let me get it straight. Okay, that's better. Better. Okay, now these are going to attach on the sides like this. So let's put this one down. Fold it over. And then we'll make the other one match up. Right there. And add some glue to it. And just fold that over. I always burnish everything real good. And then that will go on here. Get my corners. Wouldn't do to have them sticking up now, would it? Okay. And this is going to go on here. Just like that. And the glue right there. You'll notice all the other flaps are going this way and this one's going this way. That's because when I get to the end, this one will sit on top of this one so that you have a finished edge here. Okay, so there's our pages. Now we can put them in the spine. I have 5 pages with a 1/2 inch flap on them. I'm going to start at the back with this one. Oh, this was the back side. And it is going to attach right here, just barely inside. So we're going to put glue on that, and I did not trim them down. On the corners I did not miter them. Got a little glue overhang there. Okay, this is going to sit just inside the edge. Make sure it's the same. Just like that. And make sure it lays flat. And this one will sit right on top of it, like that. So this is going to have the glue right here. That way when you get to the back end of the album, you don't have one of these flaps just sticking out there. You have a finished page. Okay, I've got to get where I can see what I'm doing, because I don't want to cover this fold. I just want to go to it and match it up nice and neat, so it has a nice finished edge. And that lays down flat. Yep, matches that one. Now page 3. I like to start from the back so that I can lay it down and make sure it matches the album. For some reason I can see it from that angle better. I don't know why. Here's page 3, and we're just going to line it up with the bottom of page 4 and press it down in there. That's perfecto. A little glue. And then when I embellish it, I'll put some little strips in here to take away from some of that black. I like to put plenty of the white glue in because I'm in a real humid area, and nothing worse than making something have a fall apart on you. That'd be horrible. So there's that one. And the last page. You know what? Looks like I got down a little bit, but it's already stuck. I can't do anything about it. I got just a little bit off there, but it's not a great big deal. And this is the last page. And that's going to go right here. Okay, so there is the album. And see, I've got enough room, if I need to, I could put another small, like a half page in here, which I just may do that when I get to the embellishment. But it's a real easy album to make, and you can see how nice and pretty it is. The colors are just really vibrant. I really like it. So what I will do is I'll work on my embellishments. I have the ephemera pack, and I'll put them all on black cardstock, glue them down and cut them out. And then I have these wooden Flourish pack. It's made by Lucky Dip. I'm going to use some of those. And I'll dig through my stash and see what else I got. And then I'll come back and we'll finish it up. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.